It says find the unit rate for each product shown above. Which of the following shows the product listed in order from lowest to highest? Unit rate. So unit rate is what is it for one cookie? So we have 36 cookies for $2.82, 30 cookies for $2.40, 40 cookies for $3.49. So we're going to have to find the unit price. What is it for one? So this is division. So remember, the money goes on the inside, and then our item, which is the cookies, is on the outside. And then we divide. So there's not a decimal for 36, so decimal goes straight up. 36 can't go into 2. 36 can't go into 28, but it can go into 282. So let's try 7 times. 7 times 6 is 42. Carry your 4. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 4 is 25. Let me try 8. 6 times 8 is 48. Carry our 4. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 4 is 288. So it's going to be 7. And then we're just going to stop here for right now. And if we need to keep dividing, we can do that. All right, so let's do the 30 cookies. So again, money on the inside, item on the outside. So 30 can't go into 2, it can't go into 24, but it can go into 240. That's going to go in there evenly 8 times. And then we'll do 40 cookies, so 349 on the inside, 40 on the outside. So 40 can't go into 3, 40 can't go into 34, but it can go into 340. It is going to go in there 8 times, which is 320. Subtract, we get 2 and 9, add a 0. 40 is going to go into 290. And the reason we're going is because when above it is the same, so we got to know what's the difference. So 40 into 290 is going to go in there 6 times. Nope, sorry, 7 times. Be 280. And then we're going to stop. So I want to know what is the lowest to highest. So the lowest is the milk Oreo, the original. Then the next lowest is going to be the 8, just the plain 8 cents. And then the 0.087 is the third one. So we've got the original, double, then we want thin. So we're looking for that order, original, double, and thin. So it's not D or C. So both of these are original. A is double, which we want, and then thin. So we get A. And B is wrong because it's thin, then double. All right, this one's going to take some work on it on your test. Okay, so just don't give up. Keep dividing, and then you'll find your answer. All right, number 12. Set A represents rational. Set B is integers. Which diagram shows the numbers placed in the correct set? So A is rational. B is integer. Okay, so first we're going to make sure everything is an integer in the right spot. So negative 21 is an integer. B, 2/3 is not an integer, so we're going to mark that out. C is an integer for number 3, and then an integer for D. Those are both integers. All right, so the next part is making sure they're rational, okay? And they can only be rational. So 2/5 is only rational. 8.9 is only rational, but 15 is an integer. So it's not in the correct set. So we're going to mark out A. For C, again, we want to make sure that they're only integers or they're only rational. So -2 should be an integer. It can be rational, but where does it go first? And it goes to an integer first. -7.2 works. -1/2 works. But again, that -2 is wrong. So it's going to be D because they're both rational or integers in set B. Set A, those are both rational. So we get D. Okay, so again, for this question, it's going to look just like this on your test. You want where does it go? Correct set means where does it go first? Not where it goes second, where can it go, but where does it go first? They have to go in integer first, then the next is going to be rational, and those are going to be your fractions and decimals. Number 13, Mike created the net worth statement shown below. Based on the information in the table, what is Mike's net worth? So net worth is your total assets minus your total liabilities. So we're going to subtract them. So 6,235 minus 20,377. So we're going to subtract. We can't subtract 5 minus 7, so we're going to borrow from the 3 to make it a 15. So 15 minus 7 is 8. We can't do 2 minus 7, so we're going to borrow. Then we get 12 minus 7 is 5. We can't do subtract 1 minus 3, so we're going to borrow. Make it 11. 11 minus 3 is 8. 7 minus 0 is 7. 6 minus 2 is 4. And we get A. So if you add, there's not even an answer choice. So it's pretty much forcing you to subtract. All right, number 14, Paul drew a map of the Mississippi River. The scale he used for the map is 5 centimeters, represents 200 miles. The actual length is 2,360 miles. What is the length in centimeters of the Mississippi River on Paul's map? So they give you your conversion. It's like we did the last few days. So 5 centimeters, again, it comes first, goes on top. 200 miles is going to go right below it. Okay, so we'll keep centimeters on top, miles on bottom. The problem gives us 2,360 miles, so that is going to go on the bottom. And so X is going to be on top because the question says the length, what is the length in centimeters? From here, we'll cross multiply and divide. So 2,360 times 5. 5 times 0 is 0. 6 times 5 is 30. Carry your 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 3 is 18. Carry your 1. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. And then we're going to divide that number by 200. So 200 can't go into 1, can't go into 11, can't go into 118, but it can go into 1,180. It is going to go in there 5 times, which is 1,000. Bring down our 0, which makes it 1,800. 2 will go into 1,800 6 times, evenly. Not 6 times, sorry, 8 times. Told you the wrong number. 8 times. And that goes in there evenly. Nope, I still got it wrong. Sorry. 9 times. 2 times 9 is 18. So we get 59 centimeters. Sorry about that. I can't multiply. All right, so 59 centimeters. So let's look at number 15. So the triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. What is the scale factor can be used to create the large triangle from the small triangle? So we're going from large to small. So that order does matter. Okay, large to small. So we need to pick one side. So let's pick 36. So 36 is on the large figure. The small figure is on that same side is 12. So went large to small. So 36 over 12 is equal to 3. So our scale factor is 3.